In Her Will Be Done, Nawojka, played by Maria Roble, dreams of escaping her harsh life working at the family farm in a small village in France. Under the influence of the free-spirited Sandra, played by Roxanne Masquida, Nor experiences trance-like episodes and strange powers just like her dead mother before her. Her Will Be Done is directed by Julia Kowalski, and this is her second feature after Raging Rose from 2015. And much like the characters in this film, Her Will Be Done, the director Julia, she was born in France to Polish parents, and in this film, the Nor's father is Polish. And I'm not sure if his children, Nor and her two brothers, were born in France or they immigrated to France, but Nor's father is Polish and her mother was Polish, and now they're living in France and on this farm in a small village in France. And this cultural clash between Poland and France is one of the most interesting elements of the film. About halfway through the film, there's a wedding scene that goes for about 20 minutes, and one of Nor's brothers gets married to one of the local French women, and a lot of the guests at this wedding party are Polish and some of them are French. And I guess the family of Nor are Polish, and the family of her brother's family are French, and Nor's father is quite happy that the setting, the style of the wedding is Polish. But this film is really about Nor, played by Maria Roble, in a very, very fantastic performance. She is a very well-rounded character. She is about 20 years old, and her mother passed away, and kind of like, I guess she had mental health issues. And Nawojka, she is having the same kind of psychotic episodes sometimes, and she tries to fight back against it. And later in the film, she can't really resist any longer. But Nor, she is, again, as I said, she's 20 and she's helping out on the family farm, and she really wants to get away. She has an opportunity to take a scholarship at a veterinary hospital in France, about 50 kilometers away, but her father doesn't really want her to go away because Nor is basically taking over the mother role, and she cooks for the boys and her father, and she looks after the home, and she helps out on the farm as well. But she really wants to get away, but she feels like she has a responsibility to be like a mother role to her father and to her brothers. But when the next door neighbor, the daughter of the family who lives next door, finally comes back after several years, this awakens a kind of a sexuality in Nor, and this awakens the psychotic episodes even more, and she changes a lot as the film goes on. But for me, the events in the second half of the film really, really escalate. I won't spoil what happens, but for me, I would have liked a little bit more of context of what happened with Nor's mother, and I would have liked a little bit more context of this new mysterious stranger, Sandra, played by Roxana Masquida. I think there was some kind of something happened with one of Sandra's ex-boyfriends. Maybe he died in some kind of accident. We get a lot of details, but everybody in the village blames Sandra for anything bad that happens in the village when she comes back to the village, because Sandra just comes back to the village to sell her family home, and so she can get some money and go back to wherever she was, Paris, I guess. And I just would have liked a little bit more context of the history of Sandra's character and Nor's mother's character, just so the events in the second half of the film had more of an impact. But this is still a film I would definitely recommend, even though I had some misgivings in the details of the characters, because the lead performance by Maria Roble as Nawojka, she is very, very good in the film, and she has a really powerful scene. The final scene in the film is very powerful. She manages to just convey with no words the shame she has on the whole village, all the people, her family, and all the people who live in the village. She is able to convey in a very silent way how she feels about everybody in that village, and it's a really kind of a coming out for her, and it's a really powerful scene. And Maria Morobo's character Nawojka is very, very fleshed out. I give Her Will Be Done 3 stars out of 5, mainly because of the lead performance by Maria Morobo. She has a really fleshed out character. She's fantastic in the film. She's really magnetic in the film, and I really like the cultural clash between Polish and French cultures. But for me, I wish there's a bit more of a backstory about Nor's psychotic episodes and her mother's death, and I wish there was a bit more backstory to this mysterious Sandra character. But I still recommend this film. It's still a pretty entertaining film with some great performances and some nice characterization. So what did you think of Her Will Be Done? Please comment below what you thought of the film. See you next time. Bye.